Yeah, Vice, relax, I'm getting to the intro, chill yourself. What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I welcome you back to Skies of Arcadia Legends for the GameCube. In the last episode, we learned basically the basics about how to be a sky pirate. You know, you have yourself a nice foundation that you begin with, and then you just become the legend that you are from there. So, if any of you out there didn't quite understand some of the way that the game's battle mechanics worked, then don't worry, there are plenty of battles in this game for you to observe. You'll catch on to it really quickly, trust me. The only other thing that I did not go over in the last episode also was the main menu screens, but there's a lot to this that, you know, is detailed with, like, you know, character stats and things like that, and I'll go over all that stuff a little bit later. For right now, I'd rather just try to finish up Alfonso's ship here, because he has a girl captive, and, I mean, we're pirates technically, but because we're blue rogues, which is a completely different faction of pirate in this universe, we're like the Robin Hoods of sorts of air pirates. We rob from really rich guys, but we keep it all for ourselves. So yeah, that's how that works. Sort of Robin Hood-ish. This way is blocked off because Alfonso, you know, locked it behind us, but we do have a door down this way. Now, I do want to point out one thing. In the last episode, when we first started boarding his ship, it was nighttime. It was absolutely nighttime. Everything was dark. It was hard to see and all that other fun stuff. If we go out here, you'll already notice just from that it is quite daylightish out. Oh, wrong button. There is a first-person view in this game. No, I didn't want to go back in there. Okay, back outside. Anyway, yes, there is a first-person view in this game, but only certain times, I guess, you can be able to do that. But I'm guessing by this little, like, gleam of light there that the sun is already starting to just come up, so we've been possibly... It must have been right before daybreak when we first boarded this ship, and now the light's starting to come everywhere, and all that. There is no day and night mechanic to this game. It is always one or the other, depending on where you are in the story. It's just really weird to go in at night and come out during the day. Plus, there's no actual explanation on what makes it day and night in this. There's no sun. There's 6 moons, 0 sun. Anyway, let's go into the lower section of the ship. Your Excellency, the sun is up and visibility is good. Told you that they came at us at nighttime, but we managed to hold them off until now. Preparation for your escape has been complete. Good work. I have finished my preparations as well. Preparations to dispose of a traitor. What? Ah! Please, Your Excellency, what are you doing? I cannot tell the Empress that I lost my ship to the air pirates in a fair fight. I'm going to need a scapegoat, and you'll do quite nicely. To keep my glorious reputation from being tarnished, you must be sacrificed. No! You can't do this! Ah! Bye! Even in death, he'll serve me well. I can't wait to tell the Empress. But Empress, my own vice captain betrayed us and allowed the air pirates on board. I could do naught but dispose of the traitor myself. So this is how Valua treats its people? What? Now that we've taken control of your ship, we'll be taking the girl as well. There's just one more thing I need to do. After seeing you kill an unarmed man in cold blood, I can't allow you to walk away from this. Draw your blade, Alfonso. Ha! An uncivilized rogue such as yourself wants to challenge me? You aren't worth my effort, but perhaps you'd like to meet one of my pets. Come, Antonio! Whoa! What the hell? Oh! What? What is that thing? It's huge and armored. I don't think those horns are supposed to be in those positions, but whatever. He's my personal war beast. I was going to leave him here, but it seems I've found a use for him after all. Antonio, trample the pests, and make their deaths as painful as possible. Oh boy. Yup. This is our first boss fight of the game. I thought I was going to be able to run into a few more random battles in between, which I probably should have done in between otherwise, but I think we'll be okay here. Now, Antonio is pretty challenging at this point in the story. He has 565 HP. He'll give you 36 experience at the end of the fight, 165 gold, and something called a moonberry. I haven't gone over exactly like what special moves do and things along that ways, but moonberries are what you need in order to learn special moves. His attacks include a standard attack where he'll basically head ram you, Thunder of Fury, which fires in a straight line and does a pretty decent amount of damage, and this thing called Assessing Damage, which is kind of like a skip his turn type deal. You'll find that a lot of enemies in the game have these skip the turn type attacks, and I really should have healed up before going into this, but for right now we're just going to attack with Vice, and do I want to do anything with Ica? She does next to no damage at all, and quite frankly, you know what, we're just going to focus with her for right now. I know she only gains 1 SP, but I want to try to get to 7 as fast as possible, because Cutlass Fury is kind of the means of being able to take this guy down, and I knew he was going to attack her. Ugh, see, basic attacks. Alright, so next round will definitely be at 7, so that's fine and dandy, so we'll do that. And will she survive? I don't know. I'm actually going to use the Sacred Crystal right now, just so you can kind of see what it does.
Let's try this!
And this is generally what the animation for all the items are. The character will say something along the ways of, let's try this, here it goes, this'll work, you know, whatever. And you'll actually see how a spell is cast. You saw that like green thing appear below Ica. That is basically a spell circle, and each spell in the game will be able to draw upon a different moon's power in order to be able to cast itself. However, I am going to Cutlass Fury him because I have the 7 that I need, and then I'm going to use another Sacred Crystal on Vice in order to bring him back into the fight.
Let's try this!
Alright, there we go. Nice. You may also have heard that the music changed when Vice went down to very low health. You'll get that every so often. It goes into like danger mode or whatever, depending on everyone's health and who's alive and who's dead and things along that ways. It'll even go into, wow, you're doing really good mode when Antonio drops below half health and all of my other guys are, you know, very strong. So we're just going to do an attack. Hit him. How did you miss? He's huge! Antonio is gigantic! How the hell did you miss, Vice? Okay, at least he did assessing damage, which means he's just kind of sniffing the air and prepping his move for another attack. I'm glad that Vice and Ica are kind of spread out right now. Again, you have no control over where they run on the battlefield, but it works out better that way because if he does his Thunder Fury attack, it'll only hit one of them. Normally it attacks in a straight line, and anything in that path just gets obliterated. Ow. Okay, what am I at now? Am I at 6? Okay, nice. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep up the attack. It seems to be working so far. I'm going to guard with Ica this turn, just in case. You still earn SP even if you guard, so don't worry about that. Okay, he's just going to do a basic attack on Vice. It's fine. Oh, and he countered. Sweet. Nice. See, we're doing good. This guy's a chump. He's a really big pushover for this early in the game. No problem. We'll do an attack. Just swing. Good. Don't counter. Nice. And then this is what I mean. You can hit the button and skip it, and you see an explosion and all that. Oh, man! He's just like a sliver of health left. Don't do anything stupid. That's something stupid. Oh, no. Okay. That's okay. We're okay. I'm good with that. I'm cool with that. Because I should be able to kill him with a combination of everybody. This is, you know what? I'm going to get plenty of these things later. I'd rather have Vice at full health before doing that attack in case Antonio counters, and then, you know, I die. And I don't want that to happen because I have no way of reviving dead characters at this moment. And he goes down in a flurry of explosions. I guess all that metal on him decided to erupt.
That was easy.
So he says. Alright, so we got 18 experience, a lot of gold, nice level up right there, very good. And then everybody gets 8 or so, or some experience. I don't remember what it was. What was it? Whatever. Oh, I think... Whatever, we got the moon, Mary. Whatever, math. I looked at it too quick and it moved. Bah! Perhaps there is more to you than meets the eye. Well, Vice of the Blue Rogues, you will rue this day, the day you stood against Valuan Empire. We shall meet again. And away he goes, abandoning his ship and his crew. What a jerk. Ugh. I know, Vice, I agree with you. You coward! What kind of commander sacrifices his own men and his ship to run from a fight? Well, even though he was a coward with gold. True. I suppose that the ship and everything on it officially belongs to us now. Finders keepers. We haven't had a catch this big for quite some time. The people back home are going to be impressed. And look at this girl. I've never seen anyone dressed like that before. You're right. She sure doesn't look like she's from around here. I wonder why Valua was trying to kidnap this girl in the first place. I wonder where she's from. So many questions! So few answers! At least for now. This place... Am I home?
Fina. You place from the moon.
Elder?
However, watch yourself. Do not allow trust.
Elder! How is she, Vice? Her breathing's more regular now. I think she'll be alright. Ah! Why is everyone staring at me? This is so awkward. Hey! Look! She's coming too! Where am I? Your hands are huge, lady. You're aboard our ship, the Albatross. I'm Vice. Don't worry, there aren't any Valuan troops around, so you'll be safe here. Yes, thank you very much. Haha! You don't need to thank us. The Blue Rogues are always there to help people. My name is Aika. It's nice to meet you. Hey, could you tell us your name? My name? My name is Fina. Okay, what you have here is a swashbuckler rating choice. There's a bunch of these that occur throughout the course of the game, and depending on what you choose will actually increase your rating, decrease it, or just won't have it go anywhere at all. You're going to be seeing the correct choices that I make throughout the course of the game, because to get Vice the Legend, you need to have every one of these correct as well. There's a few in that are also optional, in case you do, I guess, mess up a few, but most of these you really need to, get correct. And for this, that's a great name. And you're that little jingle, that means that you did it correctly. Fina, huh? It's a great name. It's so feminine. Really? You think so? Jeez, you try and compliment someone, and nothing. No reaction whatsoever. Vice, that wasn't much of a compliment. Looks like you have a lot to learn about women. Excuse me, but I have a question. What exactly is an air pirate? What? Huh? You were out sailing all by yourself, and you don't even know what air pirates are? Oh, I'm sorry. It's my first time traveling. Basically, air pirates are sailors that attack other ships and steal their cargo. Attack? You don't have to worry about us. We're Blue Rogues. See, air pirates are divided into two factions, the Blue Rogues and the Black Pirates. The Black Pirates will attack anything in the sky, especially merchant vessels and unarmed ships. However, we Blue Rogues only take cargo from armed ships, especially the Imperial Armada. We rob from the rich and keep the gold, but we use the gold to save people that need our help. That's why we helped you. Don't worry, we aren't trying to kidnap you or anything. Just relax and enjoy the trip. Sure. Vice, Aika, how long are you gonna sit there chit-chatting? Come to the bridge, now. Oh no, I completely lost track of time! Oh well, I guess that means we have to go. Alright, Fina, we'll see you later. Try and get some rest. And away we go, run! Mysterious person that we found in some weird ancient garb. Very interesting start, I'd have to say. Okay, so now we get to run around the Albatross, sort of. Like, there's doors and everything that you think that you can go through. Oh, you can go through this. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. I've actually don't remember ever going into this. There are no treasure chests here, so don't worry about missing anything or anything along that ways. We do have people that we can talk to. This is Luke the Raider. Good man. I'm not going to be reading all this. Yada, yada, yada. Fearless leader. Yeah, it's astounding. Captain Dine is the leader of this band of Blue Rogues. And it also happens to be Vice's dad, so, you know, they do things differently than the Black Pirates. We're more noble pirates. And then we have to move here and walk up these steps. Here we go. Up. Prepared for watching a lot of step climbing. There are some pretty intense step ladders in this game. And here we are at the bridge. Apparently this ship only has like 4 rooms to it, so I don't know where the crew sleeps, but maybe they just kind of pull up a board or something. Hey, Pops, what's up? You're late, Vice. I told you that you need to be on time for your shift. You know the routine. Swab the decks. It better be clean. But Dad, I was only a little late. On a ship, being a little late can cost lives. And one more thing. While we're on board, it's not Dad, it's Captain. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Jeez. We're heading home to Pirate Isle. Go report to Briggs. See if he needs you for anything. And that happens to be the guy that's flying. Do you say anything? Well, I'm just the navigator. Okay, talking about the sky rifts and everything. This is stuff that I'm going to explain to you once we get onto the overworld, which actually we're going to be doing right now. So let's talk to Briggs here, the vice captain. Oh, there you are, Vice. You finally decided to join us on the bridge, huh? Well, we're heading home, back to Pirate Isle. Pirate Isle is southeast from here. Just head south first, and it's just past the Valley of Islands. Not an official name, but you'll see it when you go through it. Head south through the Valley of Items. Okay. Head south through the Valley of Islands. Aye. Alright, let's get moving then. Full speed ahead to Pirate Isle. And that brings us to the Overworld. And right off the hop, there it is. You can already tell this is gonna be amazing. Vice, before we set sail, do you have any questions that you want to ask me? Do I have any questions? No. Full speed ahead. Okay, so I'm going to be the one explaining everything. Okay, first things first, some things that you have to notice. To the left is your altitude meter. You can push a button to rise, and then push another button to descend. Right now, we can only travel here in what's called mid-sky. You can go to high sky, and you will be able to go to low sky as well. I think this is upper sky is what they call it. But for right now, we can only travel here. Unfortunately, this is where all of your random battles are, so this is where you're going to be encountering a lot of enemies and everything. You can spin around the ship in order to get different viewpoints of it and everything, but generally it's always going to be from behind, and you just use the analog stick or whatever it is in order to move. To your right, you see your compass, so we need to head southeast, which is generally over this way, but we have to cut through these giant floating islands first in order to be able to get there. There are these things called sky rifts all around. At this point with this ship, we cannot go through them. It's the game's way of kind of limiting you to where you can and cannot go, and it does this quite a bit for the early game. It makes you feel like you have the ability to explore everywhere, but it does put a limit on you. It's very well done in my opinion. If you hit here, we have ourselves our map, and this may seem like a giant map that we have to uncover, and quite frankly, there's even more to it than what you see here. Once I start uncovering little bits of the map, there will actually be a time when it even shrinks down even more. So it's a huge world map, and everywhere you go, you'll be able to find different things and see new stuff, and it just gets so awesome. It's great. The only other thing I'm going to point out, actually, no, I'll do it in a little bit. I want to also talk about the next, it's not really a mechanic, but it's one of the pickups that I guess you can say that I'm going to be getting throughout the game. The discovery system. And what that is we're going to fly this way, and then all of a sudden, our compass is going to start flailing around like crazy. When that happens, you hit A, and you make a discovery. You have found the pirate's grave. Each discovery comes with its own little flavor text of sort about it. So, Pirate's Grave. It appears that someone has scribbled onto the stone, "Here lies an unknown blue rogue." The actual name has been worn away by the wind, but the first letter, D, can still be made out. Nobody remembers who rests here. It's a very interesting first discovery because that actually kind of there's like this whole little sub-story that happens throughout the course of the game that's told through one particular dungeon and then various discoveries that you find throughout the course of the game, and this is the first part of that. Wait, that's the legendary Pirate's Grave. Good job, Vice. I'm sure that the Sailors Guild will be more than happy to pay you for making this discovery. Guild? Pay me for a discovery? Much of this world is uncharted and shrouded in legend. Ruins, strange creatures, all sorts of things are waiting to be discovered. Any major port city will have a Sailors Guild. They pay explorers. They definitely will pay explorers well for any information on discoveries that they've made. When you're flying through the skies and your compass starts spinning around rapidly, that means there's a discovery nearby. If you try searching the area, you'll probably find discovery. Just head over to the Sailors Guild afterwards and collect your reward. But the longer you wait, the greater the chance that someone else will beat you to it. So you should visit the guild as soon as you can, okay? Okay, so now I can go into this main screen right here, because if you flip over to the next page, inside of our journal, we have actually unlocked the discovery section of it. And what Dine was talking about is that there is another explorer running around the world right now making discoveries, but you have to go to the guild and sell your information before certain story events happen in order to be able to take the initial credit for it. And quite frankly, it's a pretty big leeway of time. I wouldn't wait too long per se, but definitely, as soon as you make a bunch of discoveries, if you can get the Sailors Guild, definitely do that. We unfortunately will not find one for quite a while, so we're just going to be collecting discoveries and holding on to them for right now. In the original Skies of Arcadia for the Dreamcast, I want to say the discovery list ended somewhere around here on page 4. So you have all of this, and then all of this, and then these that were added to the game. So there are a ton of things to find, and so much of the game's lore to uncover through the discovery system. And it's just one of the many things about this game that I find so intriguing, because each thing has its own little storyline to it, and it's just so much fun to find all the different stuff. I do want to point out just really quickly our characters in the upper right. You can now fully see, their better stats and everything. So I'm going to bring up Vice here, and you can kind of see what he's all about. He's your main attacker throughout the course of the game, and right now we are Vice the Unimpressive. That's our current ranking. That will go up again as we start doing stuff. His magic isn't that good, but his power will go up like crazy as time goes on. Right now we have the Cutlass equipped, the Vice uniform, and of course the Sky Seer goggles. So yeah, there we go. It's only in 2 pages, and then it shows you where he is in terms of magic. Every rank will give you a new spell, and the spells unlock in a particular order. Flipping on over to Aika. Aika I use mostly for support character, healing, increasing strength, focusing, things along that ways. Early game, she'll be an attacker, but that's only because there's only so many characters I have. But later on, she's really great at support. She's extremely fast, and we'll just make her quicker as time goes on as well. She has a pretty decent magic ability as well, but there's other people later on that'll be better. Also, now that we have a Moonberry, we can go into here. In order for Ica to learn her first special move, we need 1 Moonberry. And luckily for us, Antonio dropped that. So I can do this and learn Alpha Storm. All of Ica's special moves will have something for the Greek letter on it, or whatever. Alpha, what is it? Alpha Storm, then there's Delta, Lambda, Omega, things along that ways. But Alpha Storm's really cool. Spin to Boomerang, summoning a Vortex of Flame to strike all enemies in a line. Only 4 SP, so you can cast a lot more than you would Cutlass Fury, and because it hits in a straight line, you can hit more enemies. As far as Vice is concerned, I want to say I need 2 to unlock his next one, or 1, I don't remember, but we'll be unlocking these things as we go throughout the game, obviously, you know, throughout each one of the characters. So, that, as they say, is that with the characters here. Let's go ahead and fly forward. There are, oh, you can catch fish as well. Skyfish do that, and then pretty much all the fish are good for are for, you can eat them in order to recover some health, or you can sell them. I generally just sell them because they really don't mean much of anything, but they are what they are. New enemies, new enemies. First off, we're going to start with these guys up top here, the Marocos. They have 97 HP to them. They just do a basic attack. They'll give you 8 experience, 31 gold, and they could drop the Maracas, that's what they are. Maracas Shell, of course increasing defense. And these are loopers. Loopers are kind of like the Pikachu of the game of sorts. They're like everywhere, and they're kind of like the poster child to the series of sorts. They come in all different colors and strengths and everything, but the very first ones we meet are simply called loopers. 15 HP, they can attack you, they mostly run away, they do have a Pyre spell, which is a fire ability, and the magic question mark, which to this day, I don't even know what that does. I think that's just a skip their turn type move. They will give you 11 experience, 105 gold, and a few decent items on the drop. They're just extremely hard to hit, and you cannot hit them with magic, so Alpha Storm will do nothing. For this case, I am just going to stick to attacking the Marocas, I think that's what it is. And that one guy was blocking. You actually saw his health in purple. That means he was doing the guard technique, and any damage that we did to him was going to be halved. And that guy ran away. You little jerk. Yep. See, that's so dumb. Oh, man. Oh, good dodge. Excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to do here then is I'm going to do a basic attack on him, and because these guys are actually in a line, I'm going to aim for the back one, and in theory, Alpha Storm should hit them both. It's a pretty big cone of effect. So as long as they're there, they should be able... I knew I was going to miss. I should be able to hit both of them. I don't quite remember what their magic resistance is, but this should, you know... Oh, I can even hit the loop now. The looper's going to take 0 damage. Oh, come on! That one guy is like right there from dying. It's not that they're immune to magic, it's just they have a very high magic defense. Later on in the game, once you actually get, you know, better magic skill, you'll be able to do damage to the weaker loopers, but for right now, it does absolutely nothing. Alright, come on, let's finish this up. Vice attack looper, you attack the shell hit. Nope, he's gonna run away. And if a target disappears, the computer will just automatically switch it to any remaining enemy on the field. In this case, it's the only one that's left, so he goes down, no problem.
Is it over already?
Yeah, I know, right, Vice? So simple. Alright, excellent. So with that said and done, we get another level up. Very good. Nice, excellent, and Vice learned his first green spell. I'm going to wait till Ica learns her second green spell, and then I'm going to switch over to green and red, because there's a lot of really good red spells in this game. There is one last thing I want to grab, which I actually think is right here. Right? No? Or is it here, or is it later? Hold on 1 second. No, I think it's later, actually. There are other discoveries in the area that you can make, but I think I have to progress the story a little bit more first. But before... prime example right there of battles getting cut that mean nothing. Anyway, going forward into the island will actually trigger a cutscene, so if you actually hit the start button while you're here, you can save anywhere on the world map. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, MetalBlade427. In the next episode, we dock on Pirate Island, check out all of the spoils that we got from Antonio's ship, including this mysterious young maiden. Actually, that's nothing like that happens, but we can imagine, you know, fan arts and weird crap like that. You guys have a good one, and I will catch you all later.